guys! So one of my favorite things about the beginning of the year is that I get to celebrate my birthday, and this year I decided to go for something a little bit more dramatic using red tones because I haven't ever used them before, so I thought I would share it with you. After I have primed my eyes, I like to go in with a neutral shade as a transition color, and MAC Bamboo actually is so close to the natural color of my eyelid that it just works perfectly. Next, I'm going in with the LimeCrime Venus Palette and the shade Divine, and I am just using that to define my crease and kind of build up where I know I'm going to be putting some of the more bolder colors. At first, I was really skeptical about this palette, but as you'll see later on, it's totally worth it. It's an amazing palette. Next, I'm going in with the color Aura, and I am just packing that into the inner half of my eyelid. I'm not planning on being precise because I'm going to blend it out later. Then, with a stiff blending brush, I took the color Creation, which is a really beautiful burnt sienna shade, and just started packing that into the outer corner and crease, after which I took a clean blending brush and started blending it out. Then I took the color Venus, which is a bright satin red, and I just started patting that in the center of my eyelid in between the two colors. And to be honest, the camera does not do this color justice. It is so beautiful in person that it's really a shame you can't see it. Then I took my fluffy blending brush and I just blended that out, focusing on blending that color more towards the inner corner of my eyelid than anywhere else. Then I took the color Muse, which is a dark red, and I just started patting that into the outer corner of my eye, kind of creating like a outer V shape, but really just focusing on my brow bone. And afterwards, I am once again taking my blending brush and just blending away, really trying to get that transition seamless. Then I went back in a few times with Muse in order to really bring that rich color out. And to define everything a little bit more, I mixed the brownish red color Icon with Muse and just started patting and blending that into the outer corner of my eye and up towards my brow bone. Then, without depositing any more color on my blending brush, I brought that underneath my lower lash line and just tried to blend it out towards the outer corner, making the look a little more well-rounded. And I couldn't resist taking what I would describe as probably my favorite color in this palette and just adding a little bit more of it to my lower lash line. Then, of course, taking my fluffy blending brush and just blending that all out. And lastly, I just went back in with the color Aura and created a little bit of a highlight in the inner corner of my eye. Now for my liner, I am using my absolute favorite felt tip pen liner to create a really long, bold wing. And I'm focusing more on the tail of the liner than anywhere else, because we're going to add some pretty bold lashes to this look, and I think it needs to balance it out. Now I'm just going to go in with a black eye pencil and tightline my upper lash line and my lower lash line, but I'm being careful not to let that color bleed into my eyeshadow or in between my lashes. Then I'm taking my mascara, and I don't think this needs any sort of description because it's mascara and it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm not really sure how I feel about the formula of this sample, but I do really like the mascara wand. It's short and dense, and I prefer that over the fat plastic. And to finalize the look, I'm just going to add my favorite pair of Japanese eyelashes. I'm surprised I managed to apply these as well as I did on camera, because normally I am a derp. Anyways, afterwards I like to press them into my natural lashes to help blend them together. And that is the completed look for the eyes. For my lips, I really didn't want to take the focus away from all that work I put into my shadow, so I just went with my perfect nude lip color. And that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I did. I am honestly obsessed with it, as I am with this palette. I would love to know what you think about it in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!